Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. And the Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will take the first swing of the game. When your quarter... just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
I'll tell you, this defensive end not only can pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got the screen set up. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Chanticleers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Trojans' offense will go to work for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that quarterback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. He makes the connection. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Oh, he makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments. The 22 stops that return at the 22. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Give to the running back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Really good run there on third down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. And the shot to clears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Quarterback on the keeper. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Now on second down. Off the play fake. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. And the Trojans will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
They ran it on first down, now on second. Give to the back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The shot that clears will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it, and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defense,
he'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Out of the gun to give to the back. Great move. Now he's got room. Obliterates him, still on the move. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got him in the flat. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. He'll pull it on the read. And that's a live ball. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
The give out of the gun. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Chanticleers are marching down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches, Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 8th play of the drive coming up. He'll do it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And it's a nice job by this defense. Understand this. And that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's tripped up, but not before pick. Down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Shanta Clears have it with a 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. Jumped on top of the pile. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive.
And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors and our halftime update.
Fellas, there in the shadows of the Hollywood sign, you've been watching quite a drama of your own. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Catch in the middle, it's McNeil. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Still on his feet. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
And as a defense, you have to be aware, just because this guy lines up all the way to the right, that doesn't mean he's going to run routes all the way across your face. They lost track of him, and because of that, it was a big explosive play.
Whips it out to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And here comes the offense on second down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today.
From the gun, the running back has it.
It's still a one-score game. They're trailing. To Western Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, the ground game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. End off from the shotgun. Still running at the 40. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Wants to fire on second down. And they're not on the same page there.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Costal! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The kickoff team out there getting set. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Off play action. Got his man. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Trojans are flying down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's McNeil. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights. And now they take the lead. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. Lost 1 deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the shot to clear send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And he grabs it at the 15. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. The shot that clears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the shot to clear will snap it on 1st and 10.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play. He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw it again. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
USC 23, Coastal Carolina 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side.
On to kick it away.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Or whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming.
Lofts one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Chanticleer. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Western Kentucky.
He's right on target.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. They'll throw it on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught on the outside, it's McNeil. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. All wideouts, no backs. He wants to throw here on second down. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have